Good morning, everyone. It is Studfit here. It is August 30th, and we have a new dasher pipe. I was not planning on pulling on this pipe. I wanted as many rubies as I possibly could going into the week 2 pipe for the Tokyo Tour. However, just some unique things about this pipe has drawn my attention to it. In addition, my shop, I ran out of coins, and I need to take Metal Mario to 5, and there's a nice little high-end driver ticket here. So I also thought of some unique things about this pipe. I wanted to draw your attention to, these 30 pipes are always attractive. What makes it a little bit less attractive, in my opinion, would be that there are 5 high ends to choose from. Typically, when they have a 30 pipe, say like the classic Kart pipe, which I think a lot of people were expecting it to be similar to, which it is to a certain extent, but to have 5 and you can get only 3 of that 5, just makes things a little bit trickier, because it just makes it a little bit harder to get that one that you want. So when you're talking about things that you want, here's kind of what I want from this pipe. And I think I might only pull about 6 times, just because I like to be able to pull and deplete the pipe twice. My goal would be just to basically get the black kabuki driver. Been working on that this morning, the pronunciation. Well, for one, it's Mini Turbo Plus. 2, looks freaking sweet. And that's really the main reason. The rest, most of them are Dash Panel Plus, which is a great special skill for those courses that have dash panels. I will say I don't find myself using either the B Dasher or the red B Dasher that you see on top here. I don't see myself using them very often. I have stuff usually at a decent level. Even when I'm choosing between a B Dasher or something else comparable, I think I even leveled up my gold cheap in one of the tracks that this is a high end for. I just start counting the dash panels, and I'm like, you know what? I'd rather use mini turbo, or rather use jump boost. So, for what it's worth, it's probably more of a collector's item than some of the other items, but they do look cool. They feel great. Again, for those who think that there is a difference in the feeling, I think they feel great. It handles well, but mainly I see 3 that I don't have, and I kind of would like to go for that. Another thing is when it comes to my super carts, and this is kind of what I want to talk to from a greater strategy. You're starting out new, and you have a few coins. You're deciding, should I get this cart? Should I get this glider? Should I get this driver? One of the things that Sammy D always preaches is to max out those gliders first. Highly recommend that. Definitely do that. For one, it helps you with your combo time. But then 2, it's only 2,000 coins versus 3,000 for a driver. So when you're picking between a glider and a cart, you want to stick with the glider most of the time. Now, I stuck to that strategy. I love Sammy D and followed that to a T. The downside is that I'm a little behind on my carts. So for me, this pipe is a little bit more attractive for that reason. You see here a number of 5s, some 4s. Heck, I was even doing some, I had to level up this Poltergeist 4000, which is still only a level 4 for Luigi's Mansion, just because, again, I'm just lagging behind here. So this might be a good way for me to catch up, in addition to getting coins, in addition to getting some of these carts I don't have. One thing I do want to talk about is a strategy that had some discussions actually through Reddit to talk a little bit about 30 pipes. Because they're so small, in that there's only 30 things, you pull twice, and what you do with those last 10 is kind of unique. And I wanted to draw your attention to that. I seem to have a platform that can do that. So I'll get into a little bit more as an example as we go through it. But I'm going to be just pure strategy wise, I'm going to pull probably 6 times. My goal really will be to get this black kabuki. I was working on it so hard. Kabuki driver or dasher. And I'd love to get that within those 6 pulls. If I don't get it, I'm not really too stressed out. But I do think this is a good time to teach this one strategy. So with that said, I'll go ahead and get into it. And hopefully I'll end up with enough coins to get what I want. So you have a gold pipe here. I actually kind of like seeing a green pipe first. It usually is a good omen for my pools. Not sure. Oh, all right, we'll find out what that was. See here, I'm not getting as many coins as I am with other driver. So you see here, I got 3 supers taken up. So again, this is a pipe that's a little bit more attractive to me for someone who usually gets all coins except for that high end. Now, this is nice. I like doing this because this is $2,000 a pop, in the shop for 3 of these carts. So it's technically like 3,000 coins worth of supers that I don't have to purchase in the shop. And I got the black Kabuki driver or dasher. I'm probably gonna do that 100 times throughout this video, so I apologize ahead of time. But I mean, I should be getting gold pipes every time. That's what's so attractive about these 30 pipes. Man, they're just such good value. Okay, so there we go. And I apologize. It's the second time I've done that. Just breezed right through it. Okay, so this was a brilliant pull. I got, oh man. So I got the black Kabuki dasher and the regular Kabuki dasher. So that's great. I got what I wanted. I mean, honestly, I feel like I should quit right now. I'm just so happy that I got the 3 that I didn't have. There's nothing left in this pipe, so I can't really teach you this strategy on this one. But what I'll do is I will reset and see if we can. If I only spend 5 pulls on this, I'd be very happy. Okay. So we're going back in. Ooh, a green one. Ooh, okay. It's just nice getting these supers here. To you, it may not be that as exciting, but that's nice there. I didn't realize I didn't have this one. Okay. Well, there you go. Happy about that. All right, so a green pipe. No high ends there. Still lagging on the coins, actually. It's a good problem to have. Poltergeist 4,000 there. Okay, the regular Kabuki dasher. The red B dasher. Okay, so this is a great time to teach this, and I think that I'll be out. So, great, so there's 10 remaining, right? And I could just go ahead and do a 10 pull, get that one, or as we learned from our last 30 pull, or even 50, yeah, I think it was the glider pull, the glider pipe there, just reset, because I think I said that the odds are exactly the same. One thing I want to point out, there's just 1 high end and 10 remaining. So in this case, it would make sense to do single pulls. There's only one scenario where it would make sense to do a 10 pull, and that's if it was the very, very last item in the pipe. So when you have 10 remaining, do a single pull until you get that last high end. It's a little bit less, okay, that's nice. It's a little less time conducive because you're having to do each one of these individually. And of course, I'm sure it'll be the last one in here, because that's just kind of how these things work. So 6 remaining here. B dasher. Okay, so perfect. So this is a great example where instead of doing a 45 pull, I pulled 5 times of a single 5, which is 25 rubies. So I saved myself in this situation 20 rubies. So for those who care about rubies, which is basically everybody, this is a great strategy for you to be able to save, in this situation, 20 rubies. You could save yourself 25, 30, 35. If you pulled it on the first single, obviously you're saving 40 rubies, which is huge, massive. So there is one situation where if it is your last one, you are technically spending 50 rubies because you're pulling a single five 10 times. So that's the only situation where where it kind of hurts you, but it's well worth the risk because, hey, spending an extra 5 rubies versus potentially saving up to 40 rubies, well worth your time. So overall, I'm going to stop there. I'm very happy with those pulls. Just kind of review how well I did there. So now, didn't pull this at all. I have this black B dasher, the Kabuki dasher, just the regular one, up to 2 now, which is wonderful. And this is now at 3.5. And of course, I got the coveted black Kabuki dasher. Love it. Cool, guys. Well, hopefully that was helpful. Gives you some perspective. Hopefully, if it even saves you 10 rubies, I'm happy and consider it a win. So good luck, everyone. Pull there, and good luck on this week 2 pipe. I'll definitely be pulling on Wednesday, so look forward to that video. But thank you guys very much. Oh, and of course, I'm not too worried about this. I'll be pulling the the Metal Mario here in a little bit after I earn some more coins. So I have some of the... I have the 2 rush tickets, so not too worried about that. I'll be good. But thank you guys very much. Appreciate it, and I'll see you Wednesday.